What are the chances that these new orders you brought in on Saturday will actually be lifted on November 23rd and we will go back to the way it was? Or should British Columbians prepare for the extension of these restrictions or possibly even more?
Yeah, what we are going to do is watch the impact, and it may be that there are other scenarios or settings that show as being risky. So there is possibilities that we will need to do more or different things. There's also the possibility that we will go back to where we were, which is, remember, in the rest of the province, we are having your social interactions include your Safe 6. So, that is our hope, that we can do a circuit break, that we can get the numbers back down to a place where we can manage again, and we can target those places where we're seeing spread and clusters. As I mentioned, this is not a virus. It's not like influenza where we see it sort of move through everybody. It's sporadic. Most people don't transmit, or they transmit to one other person, usually somebody in their family or that they have a close relationship with when they're spending time together indoors. So, but some people spread it to a lot of people. So we are also looking at things like our COVID safety plans. We know that they work, but there's been slippage. We know that when restaurants aren't paying attention to people mixing and gathering, we can have exposures, and that can lead to transmission. We know in businesses, we've known food processing businesses are risky. They're essential businesses. We need to keep them open. We need to keep people working safely. So we've increased our focus on making sure people have the ability to stay home when they're not well, that they get the testing they need rapidly, that we have those barriers in place, we have masks in place when needed, we have the work site managed so that people are able to work safely. And we know there's so many more essential businesses, but part of the focus that we have on the orders and on what's going on right now, particularly in Fraser and Vancouver Coastal, is stepping up those review of the safety plans in the higher risk businesses where we're seeing transmission. And for everybody, it's important to pay attention to, I've had questions like, can I have a staff meeting with 12 people? I mean, it amazes me that people are asking me that now, because this has been in place for a long time. Sure, if you have a really big room and people can stay far apart, you can have 12 people. But why do you need to have 12 people in a room together? You need to think about making sure that your business has a COVID safety plan that allows people to maintain their distances. And for many, that will be the ability to work remotely, have staff meetings remotely, have so that you're not bringing people into an enclosed space together with other people and their contacts and bringing that risk with them. So those are the types of things we need to pay attention to ongoing. Right now, the focus is on reviewing those safety plans for every business. For some, we're going to have to add extra additional precautions because we're learning that there are environments where this virus is taking off. And for right now, the 2-week period, stepping back our social interactions, particularly in the Lower Mainland, not having that visit from grandparents or family in our house right now, postponing that visit. And yes, I do think if we get things down to a reasonable level, we can start introducing those social interactions in a more measured and safe way again.